Welcome back, all you lovely beautiful people. It is GamingGlam here, and today I will be doing a story time about my experience being bullied and my story with being bullied, as well as just some other things you might not know about me while I play with some makeup. So I hope this is very last minute. Ignore the messy room, ignore my hair, but please do keep on watching. And our shout out today is this lovely person right here. Thank you again for all your love and support, and do please keep on watching. Keep on watching. First thing we're going to do is we're going to dip into our next profiling primer. We're going to prime our eyes and our eyebrows. So many of you asked for a story time, which I'm going to give a very short story today. It's not going to be a very long one. I don't really exactly know what kind of stories you want. In my last video, I did mention a story where I was bullied, and I will elaborate more on that now because I cannot think of another story time y'all might want. So, in filling our eyebrows today, we're going to dip into our Goof Proof Brow Pencil shade 4.5. So y'all probably wondering like, why was I bullied? For a mirror today, I'm using my Alien palette. Why? Because I can't find the other mirror, and we're just going to go with this. Well, I'm going to tell you why I thought I was. So you see, when I was younger, well, we should start from the beginning. So I don't have the most normal family. My mom isn't really there. My dad's like non-existent, so obvious bullying right there. Because my small town community is not really. Everyone's known for having that perfect family that the mom, the dad, they're both happy, they're not separated kind of thing. Me not having either kind of is a big it was a big issue for me because I didn't really get that kind of even respect from people because, well, you see, my mom, she was 15 turning 16, so obviously she was extremely young. My dad was not under 18, so, and I'm trying to do this out of respect for her that I'm not giving out so much information. Anyway, so that's obviously clear bullying issues right there. And today I'm just going to mine under my eyes. I'm going to dip into the NARS concealer, shade 2.2 light. I'm so sorry. When I was younger, I had extremely long hair. I had much longer than I have now, actually. And I think that also really bothered some other girls there, which caused me to be more bullied by them. Personally, I didn't really understand why at the time, just because, I was like, well, it's just hair, right? It's just hair. I don't really know why some people would put in the effort to bully me when I don't really have that big of a difference compared to them. So there are these two main girls, let's call them K and M, which you know who you are, and if you follow me, yeah, they bullied me from elementary to middle to high school till I left. Luckily for me though, they didn't really bully me online, more so just like face-to-face kind of thing. They used to pick on me because I was very, very short. Like right now, I am barely 5 foot, barely 5'1"-ish. It was a big hit to me that there was no one really my height. And because I'm in such a smaller community, it was a private school. You'd think they'd have more respect for you than a public school because of that, because of my situation. But there's very little respect done to quote-unquote people like me, and we try to take it up with the principal, and what should happen to a bully happen. And let's just say in my school there wasn't as much being done for me. I was still being bullied, and the bully would, by the way, I'm wearing a Stranger Things shirt. It didn't fix it. It was a waste of everyone's time, let's be fully honest with ourselves. going on with the orgy, gonna set the concealer. She bullied me for basically every single thing I did or I didn't do. I was the kind of kid in school who absolutely loved art and PE and English because that was where I was good at. I feel like looking back on it, that's one of the main reasons why, because even though I didn't have what they quote-unquote had, I was happy. So dipping into the shade Beauty Killer. I'm just going to dip into the shade Courtney, which is the shade right here, and I'm just going to blend that in my crease. Anyway, while I was in middle school, in grade 6, I think, I ended up having a concussion, which did end up really affecting me. Not just, obviously the concussional stuff, but it really affected me in the aspect where I think it really changed my entire path for my future, With that being said, my life has been changed because of it. I remember losing all my confidence to the point when I couldn't even go out of the house. I was just at the point when I was like, I just don't feel comfortable in my own skin. Figure out all these different things I can do to try and make myself feel better, make myself look more presentable for people. Because at that point in my life, I was wanting to please everyone. Like, it doesn't matter if they're my enemies or my friends or people I just don't know. I wanted to please everyone. Looking back, it must have been very painful for my friends or my family to see me go through that, because in all reality, it cannot please everyone. And then just to go on the corners of my eyes and my part of my lid, I'm going to dip into Vanity, which is a darker brown shade. I was being really good. I was best friends with this one guy, and my girlfriend, she had the biggest crush on him, like to the point when she would write his name in her binder or whatever. And this caused a lot of issues between me and girls, because I wouldn't be the girl who'd be like, yeah, I totally hook you up, right? I'd be the girl who'd be like, why don't you just go ask him? He's like literally 6 feet away. Like, mainly with the girls, so that's why I still don't really have girlfriends. I have one, which who are like a handful. Not as many as most girls have, because as you can tell, I'm also like a nerd. Let's be honest here. I'm a big nerd, and I felt at the time like I was very alone, because I was still trying to deal with that bullying constantly, and I didn't find what I really loved to do. Like, I rode horses at the time, but I didn't find it. Grade 8 and high school, I suffered with extreme depression, anxiety, and suicidal tendencies and thoughts, to the point when even my naturopath would suggest, which the naturopath is like a doctor, so like my parents would want me to go to a naturopath once a month or more because of what they thought was my health issues. It wasn't because of what I'm thinking now looking back on it. It was because of my mental state that really affected me that way. They'd go and he'd try and make me whatever, like what doctors normally try to do. Of course, I don't really like personally talking about my problems, just because I learned a very long time ago that something that shouldn't really be discussed, because I did that once and I felt betrayed in a way, because then later on in the future they'd make fun of me or that kind of thing because of it. So I don't really express that kind of thing unless I personally know you well, which leads me to I could tell stories about my ex-friends, like stories. I won't name the names, not yet. I did end up having my now boyfriend really help me through it. For me, my anxieties were whenever I would go out of my comfort zone. Oh, funny story. When I hit 500 subs, I had my old bully message me saying, oh my goodness, you have 500 subs on YouTube? Like, could we like collab? And I'm like, I'm family friendly, so I'm not gonna do the finger. I'm not really friends with anyone I went to high school with. Like there are 2 or 3 I do somewhat keep in touch with. But trust me, once you're done high school, everything's gonna change. Like, it was very hard for me to overcome all that, but I did end up overcoming it and proving not just to myself, not just to everyone else, but to myself that I can, in situations, stand up for myself, that I won't tolerate bullying. Like you know, on some shows there are, oh, I'm using Jeffree Star lip liner in Weirdo. There are some scenes where kids get bullied or things like that, and it just really triggers me because I can't physically stand up for them. Like, it bothers me how some people can just say things and like just hurtful things to others. Personally, I don't see the reason behind it. That's why for my channel, I want my channel to be a very loving and open place. If you have anxiety or depression, please do message me because I'd love to be your friend. I'd love to help you in any way I can. So we're dipping into Jeffree Star Lip Star in shade Leo. That's okay, change is okay. Like for me now, I overcame all of it. I am trying to grow a big YouTube channel. I'm halfway to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 120, not 121, oh my goodness. I'm at 521, I believe. I'm almost there. I'm going to college. I finished high school. Tomorrow I'm going for my end test. I told you I was supposed to do that when the first wave of Corona hit and it completely closed everything down. This was my story time about my being bullied. I know it's like not a really good topic, but I just want those people out there who are, or like my subscribers out there who are being bullied or have mental stress and is anxious, has anxiety, is depressed, suicidal. I want you to know that there are people who have been in your situation and have come out of it. I know I didn't give a lot of details because I don't like obviously sharing a lot of my issues, but I'm getting better, and please do DM me if you ever need anything at all. I honestly love to help as much as I honestly can. Please do like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Till next time, I hope you all have a lovely, beautiful day, all you amazing, beautiful people out there.